ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. The former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Now Brady. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Right where this set them down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Brady on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Hey, Ace.
On second and 12, Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Murray going to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Hey.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone. Pickup of about 7 or 8. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll send Brown in motion right. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They're going for it. Here's Murray. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Brady's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. We're scoreless after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Barkley will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
That's one. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down, Murray. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing on first down is Murray. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. The Cardinals had 10-3 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 8 coming up. Now Murray off play action. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Newton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawn comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short pickup to about the 25. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis on 3rd down. As this complete to Woods. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Draw play. This is Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you get the stop there, maybe you're holding the 3 on this early drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On first down, Willis being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. 3rd and 2, Willis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Woods from 3 yards out. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Newton on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here comes the Texans now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't made a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Newton. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Newton now to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. To the air again, Newton. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Traylon Burks.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. 2nd down, here's Willis. Another target and catch for Robert Woods.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 28-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Smith catches left side. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. On 1st and 10, Newton. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Back to throw, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Steps away. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. With it is Brown. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And the Titans getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On the move to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
This one left side caught by Collins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 to a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Third down, it's Willis. And this one complete to Smith. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Here's Pierce on the counter.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Newton. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Touchdown!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
30 yards.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late